Hello, everybody. How are you? Hope everybody's doing fine. I really do. Sorry it's been so long before I made a video, but the reason why is, I mean, what is there really to talk about? I mean, the things that are going on. What? Racism? Um, really? I mean, you know, I don't get it. There's so many things that can be said about the things that are going on, and the woman on TV that was dating a black guy, and what I seen is the guy's mom, the man that she was dating that said all those things and crucifying, he had a white mama. I'm lost. I don't understand. Um, I don't understand any of this anymore. All of you people out there that are out here, that are listening and watching and carrying on about what this is and what that is. You know, if you do you do ancestral lookups on your life and your family, you're going to find that you have multiple races in you. It doesn't make you white, black, brown, green, yellow, Oriental, Korean. I don't give a shit. Russian, China, Japanese, German. I don't care. You're not one breed anymore. You're not one breed. There's not one of you, not even the black people. Not even them. Some of you are starting to turn really white. So, really? People? You gotta quit with your racism stuff. You gotta quit with your craziness that you're talking. Because it's unfounded. It's not real. You don't belong in a society anymore. If you're going to continue doing stuff like that, you don't belong in a society. You don't belong to this world. I don't know what world you belong to, but it's not real. It's artificial, it's made up, and it's dreamland. You people are dreaming of something that's not real. Can't be real. It's got to be fake. Everything that y'all are doing these days, it's got to be fake. Can't be real anymore. There's no way that life is real for y'all anymore. It can't be. There's no way that life is real for you. It can't be. You can't live in a world like this. You can't create a strong ground for any sort of life. I mean, y'all are really, really destroying the way of life that this whole world's got. You know, I've never known anything about England ever having a racism problem. Ever. Never talked about it. Ever. And all of a sudden they got a racism problem? Come on, man. Something's wrong. Some countries never had a race problem. It was only really the United States that ever really talked about race. And that was only because of the Civil War. And you know, well, it was before the Civil War, basically. It really had nothing to do with the Civil War at all. Not really. They made you think it was for the Civil War, and that's what they programmed you to believe all these years. But that's not true. It's really not the only thing in this life or world. And, you know, I know there's been a lot of bad things that's happened with racism. Don't get me wrong. I know that there's been bad things. But the things that are going on now is a little bit out of hand. Maybe not just a little. Maybe a whole lot. People having to apologize for free speech? Really? No. That ain't the way life is. It's not the same. I've never seen so many people apologizing for stuff that ain't real. Why apologize for something that's not real? Can you explain that to me? If it was real, then why the hell hasn't it been going on for hundreds of years? Don't give me no if, ands, or but that things has changed. That ain't bull. That's all bullshit. That's just total bullshit. The only things that have changed is the media and social media. It's the only thing that's changed. And that's a group of people that own organizations that are all in the same cahoots together to create a new narrative to control not one group, not two groups, but all groups of people. And all of you out there are starting to abide by it and listen to it and say things or correct yourself for saying whatever. Guys, come on now. Y'all got to understand that what you're doing and what you're saying and what you're seeing is really beyond real life. This person in Atlanta that went into 3 different massage parlors and shot up people. What was it? 6 women and 2 guys. They trying to turn that into a racial problem when they said that the guy had a sexual problem. Why would you turn that into a racial problem? Or even try? Even the vice president tried to do that. Well, I don't understand why. Why? What kind of instigation or investigation and lies that are being told that is so far beyond fetched? I don't understand it. I mean, I do. I know why they're doing it. But to explain it to y'all is against the law anymore. I'm not against the law, against the rules. It's against the rules to do that. To tell you why. Why is that? You know the video that I've been playing on the live stream, right? I actually put it up. And I got it on the live stream. Did you know that I've been playing it now, and for the last 3 days I had to take it off because they deemed it unaddable. And I know what that means. If you don't take it down, they're going to take you down, pretty much. So I quit running it today. And they'll probably do this one exactly the same way. So I'm asking y'all, our livelihood ain't got nothing to do about racism. They're doing things to your country behind the scenes, and I want you to listen to me real close when I say this. They doing things behind your back with all of this going on, and guess what? I want you to guess what this is. All of the things that they're doing with this racism is to keep most of you in the dark, and it's working really well to talk about this stuff on the mainstream media, social media, and all of these things. And what are they doing behind your back? How many executive orders has the president signed? How many of y'all notice things changing? Let's see. I told y'all on my last video that gas was going up, did I not? When I started telling you that, gas had already went up in our area, in my area, to it was $2.42, but it had been running about $2.25 and $2.17. $2.17, $2.25. But when I told y'all that, gas had went up to $2.45. And I told you that it was going to go up to $5 a gallon or $4 a gallon by the end of the summer. That's what I said. Did I not? Yes, I did. Guess what gas is right now? Yes. In my area, right now, is $2.89. Yeah, $2.89. And that's what, been 2 weeks, 3 weeks since I told y'all that? However long it was since the last video that I did where you were seeing me on the camera. Yeah. Yeah. $2.89. That's what I paid for gas this morning. Or today. Just a little while ago. And that's just one of the things that's went up. I told y'all about donuts. That one of the things that I like that's it's a sweet, but it's not that sweet since I'm diabetic. It's a coffee donut. It don't have the sugar on it. It has the bread that has sugar in it, but that's not as bad for you as a full-blown Krispy Kreme donut. You know what I mean? But point of it is they went from $2.99 to $5.99 for one box. In less than a year. And now I also want to let y'all in on something else. When the gas went up last time to $4.90, what was it, $4.90 to $5 a gallon in the Florida area, and I don't know the rest of the country, but I know the Florida area, how high it went. And the housing crash happened, remember? But that was after the gas went up. The housing crunch happened because people couldn't pay that much for gas. Their gas bill was costing them, man, I'm sorry about this jet. We're close to the military base today. But you can't take gasoline I mean, the food went up when gas went up the first time. And it never really came down. It went up high. The food did then. But this time it's going even higher. It ain't because of anything going up. They say fuel's going up because last year, remember fuel? You could buy a barrel of oil for less than $1 a gallon for about a week. Remember that? They didn't have nowhere to store it. Remember, that's what they said. Now they're having a gas crunch. So the gas prices are going up. Well, look, they lost money because people were staying home. So what is the first thing they're going to do? Things get back to a little bit normal. What are they going to do? They're going to go jack up the prices. People went back. Some people, a lot of people went back to work. This fear, this Wuhan, Dahamahan craziness, and this bona fide roll up your sleever crap is floating around. They want everybody. Doctors that were against it is now pushing this. Some are pushing this about people getting them to Wuhan roll up your sleever. But guys, don't fall for it. There's something planned on my live stream. If you watch it enough times and you think about what's being said in it and how it's being said and by whom it's being said, and you watch the first part of that video and you see these people falling down, then you really are going to know. You've heard so many stories about the 5.7. You have. You've heard lots of things about the new phones and the 5.7. And you know that all you got to do is watch TV and watch. Well, I know T-Mobile's showing this map. And you can see these little red dots all over the United States. And it covers the whole United States, these little red dots. That's not fake. That's real. That's how many of those little red dots are all over the country. Millions of them. Millions. They've already got it implemented. Don't think they don't. They've already been playing with it. They've already been experimenting with it. They already are working on it. And then they got stuff in space too. Don't think they don't. They got things going on that's 50 years in advance of us, and we're still not listening to someone that's telling you the truth. You think in the back of your mind, that guy's crazy as a loon. Really? Well, if I'm crazy, then why didn't I go to Atlanta and shoot all those people? See the point? The person that done that is probably on a payroll somewhere, and he's probably going to end up living in the Bahamas somewhere with a full government check from somewhere, some organization that's paying for it. That's a fact. Because that kind of stuff, I mean, it does happen, but generally it's because that's a real sick ass person. There's something really wrong with that person, or they've been controlled. Isn't it kind of funny that those people that do those things have never went after anybody that had anything to do with why they're the way they are? They always go after people that are non-involved. They have nothing to hide or nothing to gain or lose from what this person is ailing from. But this person goes after them. Why? Why do they go after them? Because they're sick or they're being controlled. And that's the way it's been since all of these false flags started. Every damn one of them. Why do you think they're trying to turn this into racism? Everything that's happening right now, they are turning it into racism. Why? It's to keep you confused and in the dark about what they're twisting and mangling with your back turned. You think I'm joking, but I ain't. This shit's real. It's gonna get worse. All of us people out here know what's happening. We all know it. 90% of you out there feel it. You see it. You see it in your own self. You see that this ain't. I don't care what color you are, or what race you are, or how many different races you have. I know that I have 4 different races in me. I have German. I'm assuming what is called white. I also have Irish. And my biggest one, which I have the most of, other than white, is American Indian, Cherokee. And that's no joke. My grandmother was full-blooded Cherokee Indian. I know I'm light-skinned now. I didn't used to be. But the older I get and the less I'm in the sun, the lighter I get. But the point of it is, and then when I do turn brown, I'm not really a brown. You know that old saying about red man? The red man? Well, I turn red. I'm still brown, but it's a red brown. It's not like brown. Like you see some people that get a real dark brown tan. I got a real dark reddish brown tan. Why? I don't know. Just the way it is. So when it comes to racism, people say I'm racist. They talk about I'm racist. Why do you say that? Well, you just this. No. Don't even go there with me. Because see, if you can pull that thing about racism and you're half white and half black, and you want to say that you're all black, that's not true. Now is it? No, that's not true. That's just like me. I'm not full-blooded Indian, but that's what I go with, is I'm Indian. And they got treated way worse than the blacks did. Way worse. They got put on FEMA camps, if you really want to know the truth. They made them think they were free, but they wasn't free. Hell, they still have those camps. Wouldn't call them camps, but there's a lot of land to some of them, but most of them don't. But do you see my point? And we're still fighting about racism. And you know, most of you black people, you got some foreign blood in you too. You might have a little Irish in you. You might have a little German in you. You might have a little bit of English in you, English person. You might have a little bit of, ain't no telling. You might have some Indian in you too. You might have some, you might have a little bit of everything in you. You just don't know. And some of it's going to be more than others. Depends on how long ago. But I know some of you out there got Indian in you. I know that for a fact. I know that there's some of you out there that got a lot more white in you too. And that white might not have been it might have been a white person, but it might not have been a white person. Just white. Could have been a German. Could have been an Oriental. Could have been anything. All of us. I don't give a damn what color, what you look like, or anything. Every one of you out there said something bad about another person, and it ain't racism. It's just plain ass you don't care about that particular person. You've hated on them, you've twisted on them, you've mangled them, you've used your words to upset them. You've done all of those things to people. Is that going to change you? No. The bulliness, is that going to change you? No. You're going to continue to do what you do. And if you get the upper hand on somebody or a certain thing, what do you generally do? When you have the upper hand on somebody, what do? You take your hand, and this is what you do. You got your hand right here. All right, this is one person or one thing, and you got this upper hand. In other words, you're up here above them. What do you do? What do you do with this upper hand? You got the upper hand on this person. What do? You're constantly smacking them down, smacking them down, smacking them down, smacking them down. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? I'll tell you why you're doing it. You're being brainwashed into doing it. And do you think you're doing your kids any good by doing this? I just want to know. Instead of y'all browbeating people about racism, why don't you teach them that their race doesn't mean anything? The reason why is because you're all brothers and sisters to start with. It's always been that way. You started out as a one race thing, but somehow someone did something and separated the people because y'all were ganging up on somebody. So your voices changed, your vocabularies changed, everything about you changed, so it made a different race. Color of skin, eyes being slanted, skin's changing from white to brown, dark brown, light brown, beige. I don't give a damn. I don't care. But if you're not smart enough and have enough education in your own self to know the damn difference, then there's something wrong with you. I've been noticing this growing over the years, and I thought that it would go away without anybody having to say it. But y'all are plain ass dumb. Straight up stupid motherfuckers. And you are. If you're going to continue with this stupid shit and think, well, I got white in me and I'm brown and I got black in me, or I'm white and I got Oriental in me, or I'm Oriental and I got black in me, I'm one race. That's bullshit. You're not. That makes you a flat ass dumb ass. Makes you a dumbass. Sorry. You don't like that, do you? You don't like it? What am I supposed to do about you not liking it? Am I supposed to care? I'm being honest. Am I supposed to care that you don't like what I said? Well, yeah, I'm supposed to not like it. I don't want to dislike. I don't want people to dislike me. I don't want to call people stupid. But hey, if the shoe fits, by all means wear it. You have to. Because this thing that y'all are living by is wrong. Straight up wrong. I don't care. Straight up wrong. You've got to go beyond the means of straight up living. You got to be a human being, first and foremost. And some of you people out there are running around wearing a mask, and you're getting belligerent with people that aren't wearing a mask. You need to check yourself. And the reason why you need to check yourself is because you're wrong. Those people have a right to be free too. They have the right not to have to wear a mask if they don't want to. Because Fauci did say at the beginning and all the way up into 6 months before they said anything about you wearing a mask, and now they want you to wear two. It's going to stop. That's all bullshit. If it had been straight up information to start with, they'd have been wearing a mask. They've already proven that the mask don't do nothing. The stuff goes straight through the mask. It does. And the people that's been wearing a mask, you set yourself up to more lung disease than anything in the world, and bacteria in your body, because you're constantly breathing in your bacteria in and out of your nose back into your body. The bacteria can't leave your body because you're breathing it in and out. But who am I? I'm not no doctor. I'm not going to give you no advice. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not doing shit. You don't see no damn mask, do you? Pretty much I don't go much too far no way because I can't afford it. And when I do, it breaks my heart to buy the things that I buy because it costs so much. Hell, you can't even go out to dinner no more without it costing, two people costing $100. That's getting damn crazy. I mean crazy. Especially now that my damn incomes went down. Shit. I go out like what? Twice a month? If that. She takes us once a month, and I take us once a month. And we're broke. That's horse shit, man. Who the hell can afford to spend $100 for one meal? And if you go out and you buy something that, say you take one of your children with you, one of your grown kids, and they bring their babies, one or two. Now the kids get to eat a little cheaper, but that's not the point. By the time you're done with that meal, you spend $125, $130, especially if y'all have a beer, like you go to a wing place and you have a beer, or a drink of some sort. Both of them are going to cost you $7 or $8 for one beer, which you can almost buy a whole case of beer for 12 or 14. Well, used to be. Now it's like $20, $24, I think. I don't know. I don't drink that much beer, so I don't really know anymore. It's going up. That's going up too. But do you see my point? Why are we living this way? How come someone hadn't come up with a game plan to fix this problem? Why are we living this way? And I gotta ask one more question. Why did Biden win? Better yet, how? It's been all of this time now, and his YouTube page gets more thumbs down than I've ever seen a president ever get. I don't get it. I don't get it. And when he makes a conference or a speech, he has to read it off a teleprompter, and he can't take no questions, because when he does, it all falls apart. I'm not talking bad about the man. I'm just stating things that are happening for real, in real life. He's always been that way, but right now he's worse than he's ever been. When he was guys, I don't know. I can't really say what I want to say here. All I can tell you is there's something really wrong. Well, all of this. If I get into too much detail, I won't even get the video to go. I won't even be able to make it go live. Y'all know that. I may have already said too much. But I'm so sick and tired of what I'm seeing. And I mean that wholeheartedly. And I'm not trying to hurt no one's feelings. I really ain't. I'm not trying to hurt no one's feelings. I'm not trying to tell no one how to do their life. I'm just talking to you from my perspective of being a 60-year-old man that sees things that is not right. Things that I've seen over my lifetime, my lifespan, that have changed my world in a way that it shouldn't have changed. Should have gotten better, not worse. We're evolving, but our lives are devolving. Our freedoms are disappearing. Our right to free speech is gone, pretty much. And I put something up of a tombstone that said that America died on November 4. Did you know that somebody come back and said no, it didn't? They must be 20 or 30 years old and not know no difference, and never done any studying about history or anything to know any difference. They might be 35 at the most. That's all they could be, because they wouldn't have said that if they were my age. I've done research into my YouTube channel, and people from 55 to 65 is what watches my channel. Do you believe that? I couldn't believe it when I looked, but it's true. They know I know what I'm saying. That's why I tell y'all, if I have to take a screenshot of that and use it, I will. But more of the people that are closer to my age watch my channel than any other people. But that's the way it is. And I just wanted to say it all to y'all and to tell y'all that I hope to God that all of you see what I'm saying and wonder to yourself why all the bad things only happen to normal human people instead of the people that are causing these issues. All of the false flags that has ever happened, all of them, every damn one of them, and I'm talking about false flags. I'm not talking about crazy people that get in a fight and somebody gets shot because they're young, dumb, and they think that's what you're supposed to do because of society. That ain't the ones I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ones that are really freaked out and do something really crazy by killing a whole bunch of people or kids or in schools. I don't care which one you call it or how you call it. Whether they got killed, whether they didn't get killed. I don't care about none of that. It's still a damn false flag. Do you understand? And when I say that, those people that done it for a reason. And not the reason that the media is telling you. They're getting paid to do it. They're getting pushed to push an agenda to do two things. To make people nuts, take your guns away, take your free speech away, and make you a slave. That's all they're doing, and that's all they ever going to do. They're going to continue to do that until they got you completely whipped down like a wet puppy dog. You know it. I know it. The whole damn world knows it. So with that, much love to y'all. Thank you for coming and watching. And please share the video. That's all I can ask you to do. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm constantly getting people unsubscribing. And my Twitch channel. I had 2,400 people following. That's even dropping now. It's 29, I think it's went down 30 people, something like that. I mean, it's ridiculous. People don't unfollow. They're doing it to you. I wish I could make people understand that, but it doesn't matter. I have got a YouTube channel that's got more unsubscribed people than it does followers or subscribed. That's ridiculous. Straight up ridiculous. So with that much love, and from my cold dead hands, and I damn well mean it, abolish corporate greed. Doesn't matter which one. Could be government, could be media, could be social media. Whichever one is too big for their britches and controlling your free speech. Just like AT&T did back in the day, or Bell South, and they broke them up. They need to all be broken up, including the media. Even though there's multiple ones. They're only owned by the same damn people. Much love, guys. Y'all have a wonderful day now. Don't hate me for telling you the truth. Just telling the truth. Much love. Have a good day now, you hear?